What is going on, guys? We are going to be streaming for a very short time today, and we're probably not going to be taking any callers, but we're going to talk a little bit about WARE. We're also going to talk a little bit about what I'm looking forward to out of E3. This is going to be the first year that I'm actually going to be watching Microsoft, the presentation, because they've got a lot of good stuff. I think this is going to be a very big year for Microsoft on the E3 side of things. So let's go ahead and get this show started. And like I said, we're not going to be on for very long today. And we're probably not going to take any callers. Let me get a few things set up. And here is an amazing song called Units Received by Captain Monday Baker while we get ready on kind of finishing up a few things here. Wrong button. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming to the only galactic radio station in the Euclid Galaxy. How is everybody doing out there? Huh? Yeah, that's right, Captain Monday Baker. Shout out to Captain Monday Baker for that amazing song, Units Received. Good work, buddy. Good work. Today we're just gonna I'm gonna touch on a couple of topics, and then I'm gonna jump off of here. I'm really stoked to get a chance to watch Lost in Space. So I kind of want to watch at least one episode before I take off and go to work. And I've got some videos I got to start editing too, especially with the Beyond Good and Evil 2 development. But as I said before in the buffer, I really think that this is going to be a big year for Microsoft at E3. Huge year for Microsoft. They're getting quite a few third-party games. So I cannot wait to see. This is going to be the first year that I'm going to be watching the Microsoft conference. Let's go ahead and start talking about this WARE. Just real fast. It's developing. Nothing has really changed just yet. We're now in the voting process for the games that were selected, the top 10 games. Yes, hashtag Captain Monday Baker. We're now in the top 10 voting process of the fake games that everybody was supposed to submit a website for, a teaser trailer for, and some people have even gone so far as to create actual games. I know I had a caller on the show. Caller was like, he interrupted as we were talking about the process of what we're supposed to do, and he goes, wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to create an actual game. So it's interesting that actually some of these submissions are little games. Captain Money Baker says he's going to give a link to this song by the time we are streaming live next time. How's everybody doing out there? Let's go over this WARE development real quick, and then I want to tell you what I'm excited for. I've been listening to some, strangely enough, I've been listening to some Xbox podcasters. Big old shout out to Crossfire. Those guys are amazing. A little controversial, as I found out, but love those guys. Right up my alley of the type of podcasters I like to hear. Although I don't know much about the Xbox world, so I can't really agree or disagree with much of what they're saying. But definitely great stuff. Definitely great stuff. So let's go over this WARE. Let's see. Wrong button. All right, here we are. So we all got the email. If you participated, you got the email. Hold on. I want to announce. I also want to talk about the con, the No Man's Sky con that we're going to be having. Not a whole lot of traction on that video describing some of the details and things like that. I don't think people are excited. I don't think people were around last year when we had the gigantic birthday stream. I think there's a lot of new people here. And I don't think this is going to be a big, massive event. And I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about this event. A lot of the things, the transitions, the events, the different musics, and the different, it's all going to be done live. And last year, it was all done live by myself, and it was very difficult, very hard. This year, I'm going to try and get somebody to kind of help me at the control center. Because for a good deal of time, I'm going to be in front of a green screen, away from the computer, talking. So I don't know how this is all going to work out. But I'm excited about this. Atlas passes are on the way, guys. Official Hello Games and Allison Smith Atlas passes are on their way. Someone took a picture of the envelope, the package, and they sent it to me via email. It's coming. I don't know if that was a picture at the post office or if it's still in the their studio. But they have it. It's sealed. It's ready to go. So we'll see. We'll see. But they are going to be coming. So official level 4 Atlas passes for the giveaway. And I created a article kind of detailing some of that stuff, and we're going to be how we're going to be giving some of those away. And so they're going to be fan trailer contest, music contest. Adam Owen is in the chat. Hi, Cobra. I'm going to the flea market to start on a cosplay. Bingo. Bingo. There will be cosplay contests. Now listen to this. As far as cosplay goes, so far, the only people that I know that are going to be cosplaying is me. I'm going as Sean Murray, but I'm not going to be in the contest. I'm going to have a beard. I'm going to have a flannel. When I told that to somebody over Facebook, someone said, make sure you have a box of tissues as a costume prop. You little punk. Oh, people, come on, man. Be more positive. Be more positive. So Adam apparently is going to be doing some cosplay, and so is Tim. He's going to be going as a lasher plant. So you could cosplay as a Geck. No Gecks allowed. No Gecks have to wait outside. I'm kidding. You could have a Geck. You could be a Geck if you want. If that's the life that you want to choose, if that's the path that you want to go down, you could be a Geck if you want. But for the costume to be complete, I'd say don't shower for the next month or two. Don't shower until June 16th. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Cosplay contest, fan trailer contest, and music contest. We have a lot of musicians out in the community here that I would love to see submissions for music. Captain Monday Baker, if you want this to be part of that submission, then that'd be great too. We could just use units received. Semtech. Oh my God, where you at, buddy? Where are you at? Where's Semtech? Semtex. You got to get a hold of me, bud, because I got a little project for you. I found a way to get Cobra TV out of ARC and from the Revenge of the Survivor and back into No Man's Sky, and you were the ticket. So I'm going to need your help on a little project. So get a hold of me. I don't know if Skype is the best way, or I don't know if we're connected on Twitter. Let's go ahead and get into this WARE. Big shout out to Semtex, guys. He is... I don't know if you listened to our last call, or our last subcast that we had, but this guy sounds exactly... Somebody says I'm an alienist. Lorigan. Oh, gosh. So Semtex sounds exactly like Sean Murray. And I don't know if you guys have seen my No Man's Sky comic book where Sean Murray transports me into the universe of No Man's Sky because he's sick and tired of me making videos of his game. But yeah, all right. Let's go on and get into this WARE stuff. I'm going to be away from the screen, guys, so I'm not going to be able to see what everybody's saying for just a little while. Let me get the chat. Where is the chat? There we go. Let's move it over. I think it'll show up now. There we go. All fixed. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to be outside of the screen, guys, so I'm not going to... Well, yeah, I'm not going to be able to see what you're saying. All right, so the email that we were getting says, "Greetings, WARE developer. Thank you so much for your participation. We were blown away by the time and effort you put into each time and effort put into each of the 682 applications we received, and wish that we were able to honor each individually. Although your game project was not shortlisted for a pre-release dev kit, we will let you know as soon as our general release dev kit becomes available. Really? You're going to let me know when this fake thing is available. We hope that you had fun throughout this process, and we are looking forward to seeing your project continue. As a token of gratitude to our development community, we are planning to give away WARE merch to applicants such as yourself and community members who participate in the contest. We're really excited for the next steps, and we're working hard to make sure everyone has fun. We encourage you to participate in the community voting phase of the contest. Thank you so much for your energy and your enthusiasm. Kind regards, WARE Tech. So you can go here and vote. I am going to leave. Let me go ahead and put this in the chat. I don't believe you have to be signed up just yet to participate in this. So I'm going to put this link in the chat. You have to use your excuse me. You have to use your email to vote. So this is another way for you to sign up to win WARE Tech merch. So let me hit Control V. There's a link. So if you didn't sign up and you're not getting these emails, I believe you could still get involved with the voting process and still be able to win, have a chance to win some WARE Tech merch. Somebody says, dude, I remember you. What's up, Joe Pineapples? How are you? You remember me. Oh, he's talking about Semtex. Did you used to play PlanetSide 2 on PS4? All right, so let's go over here and see what these game submissions are, guys. We got WARE. Time to vote. 2 weeks ago, WARE launched a contest to select 5 studios to receive WARE Dev Kit. We are proud to say that we received 682 applications from studios all over the world. We have made a short list of 10 studios, and now it's up to you to select which of these projects you want to see in our top 5. Wow. One of our partner games, No Man's Sky. One of our partner games, No Man's Sky, has agreed to help our top 10 gain exposure by hosting the finalist pitches of their subreddit. You are invited to learn more about each project and their individual post as they're uploaded by each respective studios. Wow. One of our partnered games, No Man's Sky. You know what, WARE, you just had to throw a wrench in it, didn't you? Didn't you? You had to throw a wrench in it. People are so confused about WARE. People are so confused about WARE. Is it VR? That's what the question I hear people. I don't think it is. Is this and then you got people going down a rabbit hole. Is this real new technology? Then you got people like me over here stating, okay, this is lore. It's lore about the game. It's just lore about the game. This is how we get stuck inside the simulation. I've said that a billion times. I said that a quintillion times. And WARE just stepped outside of the role. WARE just stepped outside of their character by saying one of our partner games, No Man's Sky. So now WARE's unless I'm going to have a breakdown live on camera. I can't even proceed. WARE just broke character unless No Man's Sky in this lore is just a video game. Maybe No Man's Sky is only a video game. Maybe we all get stuck. Only the people that are inside No Man's Sky, the travelers, maybe the only way we get stuck is because it's just us playing the video game, and not your neighbor down the street. And that No Man's Sky is not a simulation. It's a video game that Loop 16 trapped us in. Or, I gotta look at the chat. Shaggy, yes, they just broke the fourth wall. Just when you think you got it figured out. Thanks, WARE. Let's just continue. I just want to continue. I don't want... No Man's Sky is the name of the simulator. That's what Fatal Mephisto says. Fatal Mephisto, they could have said Hello Games, but went with No Man's Sky instead. One of our partner games, No Man's Sky, has agreed to help our top 10 gain exposure by hosting the finalist pitches of their subreddit. All right, you know what? Let's go over the games. We got game title, Beyond the Stars, Studio Stellar Software. Struggled to understand how you ended up in a far-flung region of space as you harvest resources to build and upgrade your capital ship, build it bigger to expand your crew as you reach further into the unexplored depths. Who knows what's out there? Game title, Terraformed by Studio Summon Studios. Terraform worlds from desolate wastelands into flourishing planets filled with life. So this is interesting. I mean, can we look at the descriptions of some of these games and wonder, did they pick these because they have similarities of what could possibly be in the update? Game title, The Drowned Tower. The Drowned Tower is a post-apocalyptic exploration game set in a dreamlike world using the power of tarot cards and high technology. Players alter the physical landscape and uncover secrets of the world that came before. Game title, Tumbleweed. This one is a good trailer. This one's a good trailer. I love it. It reminds me of old sci-fi movies. Something about it. Tumbleweed sends dreamers flying with the wind to wherever their imagination takes them. Game title, Eden Studio. Oh, that one was from... Tumbleweed was from CSD Games, from the fine folks over there at CSD. Game title, Eden Studio Imperium Interactive. This is kind of cool, too. I watched this one. Take a look at some of these. Well, we will here in a second. Eden creates a sector of space that you could truly call your own. Eden is a game... I started in the middle. It's a little bit of my dyslexia there. I have a slight dyslexia. I don't know where to start in a sentence. Eden is a game where you take on the role of God. Using state-of-the-art procedural generation technology, Eden creates a sector of space that you can truly call your own. Thanks, dog. Through emergent gameplay, designed and advanced artificial intelligence systems, Eden explores the relationship between the creator and its creations. Game title, Penrose Path, Know Thyself, from Studio Basic Maths Games. Penrose is a fully procedural text-based psycho-philosophical adventure game with one core underlying theme. If you think you know yourself, think again. Super Sensory, from Spectrum Mental Games, a two-player cooperative adventure steeped in a deep contextual mythos. The players assume the roles of lumen and shade. The embodiments of light and darkness. They must use their command of color to overcome challenges while discovering their true destiny along the way. Game title, Delve, from Game Detectives. This is cool. Delve is a relaxing single-player experience designed to improve a player's sleep. In the game, players navigate through their own memories, collecting memory fragments which are scattered throughout the environment. This process facilitates the defragmentation of the player's own memories, which is one of the primary purposes of the sleep cycle. Got our last two here. Game title, Reload, Studio Superlumina Games. A puzzle adventure game set between wondrous dream worlds named dreamscapes and a historical backdrop, in which the latter is slowly revealed. Reload is a game that is based upon basic childlike curiosity and adventure, while also tackling the deepest ventures of the mind, and has a strong focus on lore and story. Game title, Prismo Labs, Studio Prismo Labs. All right. Archive your dreams and memories for use at home or in the office. Therapeutic sessions to relive your favorite memories and to create new ones with people long past. Ooh, I'd buy that. I'd buy that. Now that you have explored all these awesome projects, it's time to go vote for your favorite and select which studio you want to see to be. Okay, so I don't know. Let me give that. I'm going to give that link as well. Control V. There you go. All right. What's going on, guys? Let's take a look at the chat. Cobra for PR says Drifting Pirate. Peaceful Gaming says Cobra is PR. If you like that silky Cobra voice as much as I do, hit the like button. Ooh. Thank you there, PG. Where broke the fourth wall? I want to know what you guys think about that. Because that really aligns the way you think about everything. Now you got to come up with another excuse. Now you got to come up with another excuse, and you have to say, okay, all right. So the people that are stuck in No Man's Sky are only the people who bought the darn game, and not your neighbor down the street. So Atlas didn't create a simulation that controls everything, and the whole race of humans and aliens all around the universe is stuck in this thing. I think, you know what I want to do? I want to create an episode. I want to create a video. How am I going to do this? I'm gonna make a post over on my YouTube channel. You can make posts there now. And I want everyone to give their ideas of what they think WARE is. And I'm going to read every one of your descriptions of what you think WARE is. Loigan thinks all these are features and hints. Deadpool must be the CEO of WARE. Oh, yeah. And Noah says his brain hurts. My brain hurts, too. I am... Okay, so... Friday. The votes are going to be open until Friday. Where did I read that? Oh, I read it somewhere. The votes are going to be open until Friday. And what we're going to get then, I believe, is the top 5, and then we're going to have to vote again. So we're still a little ways away to see what's going to happen with WARE. CSD Games saying hello. Oh, CSD Games is in the chat. Of all the trailers, I think CSD is the coolest. Now, you can vote for 2. So nobody get jealous. I'm not just trying to shout out CSD. I'm not. I just think CSD was, I think, one of my favorite trailers of that, the entire thing. Out of all those games. But you guys have the link down below. Check out the trailers. or yeah, I gave you guys the link. Check out the trailers and go vote. Even if you didn't sign up for this whole WARE thing and you're not getting the emails, you still have to use your email to vote. So I believe, don't quote me, but I believe that you can still opt in through the voting process to be contestants to win some WARE Tech merch. Marconic, the guy with the M. Come on, men. What did I miss? You missed WARE voting process. I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat one more time. Well, that's not the link. That's just a link to the survey. Oops. And there you go. Sil says, my brain broke. Oh, man, my head is spinning. Yeah, dude. I mean, just, you know, once you think you got WARE figured out, in one sentence, they screw it all up. They screw everything up that you thought you knew about WARE, about the situation. They mess up your theory. It's all messed up now. Panther Moore says wrong button. So that's that on WARE, guys. But I am going to be transparent. I'm going to be 50% transparent. I'm not going to say who my other vote was, but I definitely gave a vote for CSD Games. I love that trailer. I don't know what it is about it. I think, what does it remind me of? Does it remind me of Hitchhiker's Guide? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It just reminds me of things I used to watch as a kid growing up. Fatal Mephisto says, not for me, sir. It sparked one huge theory I have. My theory might make you think. Really? I'll tell you what, Fatal, come on the show, bud. We'll take one call. We'll take one call. We'll take Fatal. And see what Fatal has to say.
Hello, Cobra.
Oh, Fatal, what is going on, man? Are you going to say, because I'm going a little bit insane after they're just screwing up everybody's theories. I don't even think it was intentional. Maybe it was. Maybe it isn't. I mean, if it was, it's genius.
You posted the link to the voting thing, right? Where you can vote for those games. I need to get that link again real quick so I can skim over it really fast. No, this actually just like broke like a theory that I was originally had in my back of my mind. And then after you reading all those little descriptions of those games, whatever you want to call it, for those 10 games you can vote for, whatever you want to call it,
right? Like
just all of a sudden, a light just popped in, and I was like, okay, maybe they're doing something that I think a lot of people are completely ignoring. It's not the fact that Rare is actually like breaking the fourth wall; it's because they're letting you know something. Now, this is where my theory comes into play, and I'll also add a little extra context, and that's also related to the first ARG when Wake and Titan first spawned.
Okay.
So check this out. Now, bear with me, people. This may sound a little crazy, but just bear with me here, okay? So I need to pull up that list of all the games that you listed off, though, on that page. If you, I'm just trying to find it real quick, so that way I have it for reference-wise. Okay, here it was. Thank you. I got it. So I noticed one common thing when you were reading the actual descriptions off in all those 10 picks, right? And they tell you to go choose 5. That right. 5 doesn't mean anything. That's just part of the ARG. You're playing along with the ARG. But what if, in theory, that all these games that were handpicked from this fake, ARG company, whatever the case may be, right, are alluding to features that are going to be in the game at launch when next drops? Think of it like this, right?
We speculated that, yeah.
Okay, so like Beyond the Stars, you mentioned about the fact of like, of being able to expand your crew. That could be alluding to bigger size ships or ships that are allowed to hold more than 2 people, maybe like 2 or 3 people on your ship now, especially if co-op is going to be a thing.
Maybe
Terraformed. Yeah, exactly. That too as well. Terraformed is just another, could be alluding to more of a broader aspect with the Terraform tool, because that didn't really have any really big point in the last update. It was just kind of there for you to mess around with. But now there's going to be a bigger focus on that too as well, in theory-wise, of course. The Drowned Tower, I think that's alluding to a couple things. That could very well be, there could be cities or somewhat maybe light cities or something like that are going to be spawning on planets now. You'll be able to find those on planets. Or it could be also alluding to as well of underwater technology and underwater creatures and other things too as well. That could very well be something that's coming in. Because I know that they've been kind of hinting at that now for a while because people have been asking for it. The other day when I was on your show the other day, they were talking about that and how they want underwater to be more accessible for people that want to go and visit these kind of planets. Because most people ignore water planets unless you have to go and get that, whatever that resource is called that everybody hates. Tumbleweed basically sends dreamers flying and with the wind or for wherever their imagination takes them. That one I'm still trying to wrap my brain around. I'm not entirely sure with that one as of right now. That could just be maybe like being able to travel through different galaxies, maybe. That could be alluding to that, maybe. Because that image kind of makes it look like that in a way. Let's see here. Eden is another interesting one, too, where it says, is a game where you take, the role of God using the state-of-the-art procedural generation technology. Eden creates a sector of space that you can truly call your own. That could also be alluding to, in conjunction with the Galactic Hub. Maybe that's now going to be a main thing in the game, that when somebody wants to create something like that, it will actually show up for everybody else. Or something along the lines of that. It's going to be a big emphasis on that, you know what I mean? For as far as based on the community thing goes.
Right.
The one next to that one, Penrose, I'm not exactly sure. It just seems to me like they're going to be adding more story to the game, maybe. More lore. More story and lore that's going to attach to everything. Maybe something about Nada and Polo, which I'm still dying for something related to them because I love those two characters to death. That Super Sentry game, or Century, what the heck it's called, two-player cooperative adventures, that could allude to something that you could be able to do with, I don't want to say, dungeons, but, activities you can do with another friend online, or something like that, maybe. Maybe something like that. And then the last one that's on here, a relaxing single-player experience designed to improve players' sleep in the game. Players navigate through its own memories, collecting memory fragments which are scattered throughout the environment. And that could also be something related to lore or something like that, maybe past events that's happened in the actual simulation from past times. Who knows, right? Reloaded, a puzzle adventure game set between dream worlds named Dreamscape. I don't know, maybe that could be something that could be alluding to being able to go back and forth between multiple galaxies. Or something like that, almost like a connection hub or something. Maybe, I don't know. That and the last one, the Prisma Labs one, archive your dreams and memories for use at home or in the office. That one I'm still a little bit sitting on. Like I said, more than likely, I'm probably just talking out of my butt here, but I don't know. It just seemed to me like a lot of the things that when you read that stuff off, it's like, I can see this being features in the game, little subtle hints. And the reason why I was saying before, going back to the first ARG, is because that's exactly what they did. Remember that whole entire website that was talking about being able to record someone's past memories and whatever the case may be, who are dead and whatever the case may be, which was basically alluding to the Travelers. Because the Travelers are, as I mentioned on the last show, they're technically holographic, but they're technically past Travelers, past you, essentially. You know what I mean? And there was hints at multiplayer in there too as well, and online, and so many other things too as well. So I think maybe this could be what it's doing. I could be wrong. More than likely, I probably am wrong. But hey, speculation is perfectly normal, right? So
I'll tell you what. With speculation on the update, we've usually been right, but we haven't speculated enough. But exactly. What I found out that when we speculate about Waking Titan, we're almost 100% always wrong.
Yeah,
it's almost like they listen to us and go, "Oh, they're onto us. Let's change it."
Yeah, I hate when ARGs do that. I hate when ARGs
they go by all the streams on YouTube and they listen to everyone's ideas and they take the common theme that everybody's talking about and they go, "All right, let's change it." I don't know. Imagine how hard that would be, though, to go through all those submissions and find out a text that really reflects the update and doesn't give too much information. Like something that's not in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be. I would feel like that would be very difficult. But I want to lean towards what you're saying. I like that speculation, and I think it could be right.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like everything that's on there could be right, but I'm saying like for all we know, the votes that we do choose as part of the ARG, they're probably already predetermined winners already, and like those are the ones that are going to be like the main things that will be in the game. I'm not saying all 10 will be, but remember this is an ARG, so anything at any given time can change, or on top of that too as well, like allude to something, and people will just like not even see it, and like the answer could be right in front of their face. Yeah. So I noticed that too as well. Like when the last one started, and then when 1.3 dropped, I went back and I was like, wow, there's a lot of things that were on like that Lumina, or however you say that website was called. That other website, like basically all the sites that were alluded to the Awakened Titan had a lot of references to a lot of the features that was in the 1.3 update. So that's what got me thinking. I was like, wait a minute, maybe this whole entire voting of these 10 games, they're actually already like they already have the winners on the back end. They're just doing this because it's part of the activity. It's part of ARG. That's what we do. But yet, in actuality, the 5 winners are actually like features that will be into the game. So I don't know. We have to wait and see when time comes around, man. But this update's driving me nuts. It's driving me insane.
It is, dude. And like I'm leaning towards your theory here. I really am, and that's exciting. If it's true, oh my God, that's exciting.
Like the terraforming tool. Right? Like how many people really cared about that tool in the last update that didn't really have a big purpose? Because like, I mean, you couldn't really see anybody else's designs, at least not yet. I think that's going to be something that's going to be into the game too as well. But I think there's going to be more means to it too. I think they were just throwing that in there. Like I mentioned you before in the past, they threw that in there to kind of give you a preview of things that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Terraform tool, I've only used it a couple of times, and that's just to play around with it.
Yeah, I barely ever used it. Yeah,
right.
I barely ever used it.
That, and I'm always accidentally using it to shoot at sentinels.
I found a better technique to use for that instead of wasting my grenades. I just use that to carve out a hole when I'm in like a hazardous planet, so I can keep myself shielded for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know my theory sounds crazy, and I apologize for rambling on there, but I like speculate. I just like speculating when it comes to a game like this.
Are you kidding me? That's what the show is about. It's about that.
There you go.
We're creating a conspiracy here under things that, make sense. Like speculating, dude. I like I said, I back your theory, and I've thought about it too. I don't know. I've just been reluctant to say it, and just because I don't know.
It's a difficult thing. It's difficult when you piece it together. It is rather difficult to want to believe something like that because then your hype level starts to go up a little bit more.
Yeah,
only to be let down. Yeah.
But yeah, I back you on that theory, 100%.
I mean, ships that have like being able to hold like 4 people max or something like that. Like you have one person who's the pilot and the other 3 people are just passengers. You know what I mean? So you can go and not have to worry about flying together, but you can be in one ship the whole entire time. And then when you land, your other ships just automatically spawn right next to yours.
That'd be dope. Well, maybe that'll be just freighters though. We can travel
could be
together in multi-crew freighters. I think changing around a whole bunch of ships, I think is a big undertaking for them.
Well, yeah, freighters would make sense because I mean you can park, you can have multiple ships on your freighter anyways. So that that makes way more sense.
Ooh, think about this. Yeah. Think about features that are in the game that they put in there that just don't make sense. Okay, like when the game first came out, one of the first things I did when I saw a freighter was I tried to go inside because it looked like you could.
Yep.
Right, and then you couldn't, and then lo and behold, yes, that opening was the unused feature. Now you can go inside, right? And then there's so many things that was in No Man's Sky. Each time it updates, there's something new that just doesn't make any sense, but they use it later in the next update. Now think about the freighters. Think about the freighters for a second. There's multiple lanes, they're big, and it's almost perfect for multiplayer. It's almost perfect for everybody to come in, land their ship. There's multiple landing zones.
There's 9
for you
slots.
To have like
there's 9 slots. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you could have like all of your ships in there, plus have enough room for people to come by and multiplayer and land.
Woo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's almost like it was designed perfectly for friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Holy crap. That makes sense now. Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I look forward to that. Oh wow.
Maybe something like a 9-man crew or something like that.
Oh,
Everybody has their own little slots. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a freighter can hold 3 on each lane, right? or is it only 2 per each lane? I can't remember.
No, it's 3. I think it's 3.
So that's 3,
if
6,
not
9.
more.
Yeah, there's 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because there's 3 lanes. I know that much. So if there's 3 lanes, and I noticed that the one in the middle never ever gets used for some odd reason. That's weird. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, I think you're onto something there. Because that does kind of coexist with the terraforming tool. Because like there was no use for it. There's obviously going to be use for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like your thinking. There,
Sword in the chat's telling us carpets and curtains. Carpets and curtains, guys.
One of the biggest things that I do want to see, though, is I would really like to see them expand on the base building, not outside from more stuff they're going to add to it as far as what we can actually build. But I wish the space was bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, I wish they didn't have that restriction of, like, you know, you find the base and you have it, and you have that giant circle around your base, so that's as far as you can go. I wish there was, like, you can literally build wherever the hell you wanted to build. Because imagine what people could build in that game on planets, like cities and stuff, man. God, the potential is so much there, man. Man, oh, man.
CSD Games is saying they got gameplay. So we're going to check that out. I want to talk a little bit about E3 this year and Microsoft.
Ooh, yes. I heard you mention this the other day.
I think it's going to be their biggest conference yet. Like, I've been listening to a lot of Xbox podcasters, you know, kind of get an idea of what they feel like is coming to E3. Because I was hoping to hear something like, there's been a leak. Some kind of discovery uploaded. Oh, thank you, Welsh, for becoming a Cobra. Hashtag Welsh in the chat, guys. There's been a, you know, I was hoping I'd come across like somebody saying, hey, there's a leak. There's some kind of version of PSVR coming to Microsoft. You know, see if anybody's been speculating on anything like that. And so that way, maybe WARE could be a hint to VR. That would make it more, you know, real for me, at least, because this is a major relaunch, not just a PS4 update. And I've been listening, and a lot of people have been talking about Microsoft's conference, and a lot of people are saying that the leak is that Microsoft has a third-party title that they're super excited about, that they have marketing rights to now.
So you think it's No Man's Sky?
I think it's No Man's Sky, but nobody in the Xbox community is speculating that it's No Man's Sky.
Well, why would they? You know, a lot of people will never think that game would be, for obvious past reasons that we're not going to talk about because I'm tired of talking about that.
Right. A lot of people are speculating that it's Borderlands. Borderlands 3, which I'm super excited.
I heard that one float around a lot,
Yeah, I'm super excited to see that at E3 this year.
Same here.
It's supposedly like, you know, procedural planets and things like that. Like, wow. And then Starfield. Wow. I can't wait to see that, dude.
Yeah, I heard of Starfield. I haven't seen anything on it, but I heard a little bit about it. I don't know too much of it, but I've heard that name get brought up in a lot of podcasts recently that I was on.
It's like Fallout 4, but like No Man's Sky, with life-size planets, procedural galaxy. 4 of the planets, though, are procedurally generated, but are controlled very carefully with handcrafted stuff on the planets. And then there's this void where it's like an endless amount of procedural planets, like No Man's Sky.
What?
Yeah, that's a rumor. And supposedly you could actually colonize. Supposedly you can actually colonize the planets.
Starfield,
yes.
Is this a Bethesda-made game, or is it a published game by them?
Bethesda.
Ooh.
So that's supposedly supposed to be announced this year at E3. So I'm super stoked for that. So like I said, I'm going to be glued to Microsoft's presentation this year. Glued, especially with the rumor that Microsoft has a third-party title that they have exclusive marketing rights to now. And this leak has been verified to be pretty believable, because they've been right in the past. I guess everybody believes this guy in the Microsoft community, right? So he's hardly ever wrong. And people are speculating that it's Borderlands 3, but I'm holding reservations for the fact that, it's probably No Man's Sky, that they're going to showcase No Man's Sky themselves, not Hello Games, but 505 is going to take control of this marketing, and they're going to just lay something down at E3.
That's interesting. Wow. Yeah, that could be very well be a possibility, man. Because that would be. Plus, it's kind of perfect timing if you think about it too. Because after all, this update and the game is at least the Xbox One version is supposed to launch this summer. That would kind of be a perfect time for Microsoft to promote that game for a push on their platform.
Oh yeah,
definitely E3.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can definitely say this right now. If it is, I'm definitely now looking forward to seeing the people's reactions and comments to that.
Oh my God! I tell you what, that's going to be the most interesting thing for me, and that's probably I'm going to focus on that quite a bit during the E3 presentation. Like when they show a trailer for No Man's Sky, because it might be just that, only a trailer, right? And that's what they mean probably by marketing rights. That they could show a trailer with the Xbox name slapped right on it, and I want to hear the reaction from the crowd. Are we going to hear a bunch of boo? Are we going to hear, or are we going to see something that's going to blow our minds and people are going to be like totally silent? Like what?
Well, remember too as well, like if Xbox fans, let's just say metaphorically speaking that you're right, and this is the game, right, that Microsoft's excited to show off. And they show it off, and I think a lot of like the Xbox fan base, because remember, like they went ham on PlayStation fans in related for that game when it launched. Like they were making fun of PlayStation fans. Like it was a nightmare, and believe me, and you and me both felt the back end of it too. With that said, however, though, I can see a lot of like the Xbox fans going off and being like, "Yo, this is all friggin', this is not what the game's gonna look like when it comes out for us." Blah 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 blah. The same kind of thing that we heard back in 2016.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It is gonna be interesting, man. As far as like I don't even deal with the hate anymore because it doesn't bother me anymore. Like it's so old now. It's been over a year. It's move on from that crap. You know what I mean? Like nobody needs to keep lingering on that. Although there are people that were like even the recent videos and whatnot. Like when that next little teaser trailer dropped up on Hello Games' official YouTube page, I looked at the comment section of that. I think it was on Hello Games or it was somebody's YouTube channel. And the amount of positive reception that I saw in the comment section and like a few people only talking about like past events kind of blew my mind a little bit. It kind of did. You know what I mean? And even when you go back and you look at the 1.3 update and everything that it brought and seeing people that did play that update that went back and said, wow, this game plays nothing like it did, day one out of the gate. Like this is like it feels different now. And it does.
Right. Yeah.
It feels drastically different. And that's a good thing too as well. And I can only imagine what this next, excuse the pun, update's actually going to be. You know what I mean? And if they said that this is their biggest update to date, and they're still going to keep updating it though too as well after this update. Wow, yeah, Sean Murray wasn't kidding when I saw that video. And keep in mind though too as well, when you posted that video, I never seen that interview before or that little presentation that he did. I never seen that one before. Yeah,
dude, it was online on before the game came out. It was on YouTube before the launch of the game.
Yeah, that was like a week before the game launched, right?
No, I think it was like
something like that.
A day.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and I've never, ever seen that video. That was the first time I ever watched it. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening, and I'm just like, holy crap. He literally confirmed everything that was going to be in the game day one.
Yeah. He gave a roadmap of exactly what they were going to be adding to the game.
Yeah, nobody saw that video. Nobody commented on that. Well, outside from now. But nobody covered it, though. Like, journalist media never covered that at all.
I know. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. LZ's in the chat. He's saying, but it can't be No Man's Sky if it's third-party exclusive. Wouldn't No Man's Sky be considered a third-party game coming to Xbox?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not exclusive, but it's definitely a third-party game. They when I said exclusive, they're getting exclusive rights. Like maybe I shouldn't have used the word exclusive. They are getting rights, marketing rights for the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
For whatever this game is that they're mentioning. But they're excited about it. So I'd imagine that's No Man's Sky.
Another thing, if you guys remember following along with the actual development cycle way back in I think it was 2014 when the game was originally revealed, or was it 2013 when the game was revealed during the Game Awards? That really, really bad Game Awards one where it was like I can't remember what year it was.
Yeah.
VGX, yeah. That one was, oh God. Anyways, if you pay attention and you go back and you watch all the times where Sony like came out and actually, you know, allowed Sean Murray to go on E3 and promote that game, it was only ever twice. 2014 and 2015, I believe it was. And then after that, Sony never talked about that game again until after launch. None of that crap. It almost makes me feel like Yoshida himself played it and he didn't really like the actual, like he wasn't fond of the new build of the way the game was going to launch, and then just like, you know what, man, we can see a lot of backlash coming to this. We don't want to promote your game anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
It's a little odd for me.
I don't know about that because the New Yorker article, they talked about how Sean Murray was losing control of the project because Sony was trying to figure out new ways to market the game, and he felt like he was losing control over the whole thing.
That could be. Yeah.
It's an interesting article. It even talks about him using the super formula and everything. It's a long read, but it's amazing.
I don't know. Sorry, forgive me for talking so much, man. But I just.
Oh no, go ahead.
Did you see those slides from Innis's GDC thing back in March?
Yep.
Yo, that kind of got me thinking a lot too as well. I think the reason why. Actually, I don't think it's actual legit reason. I think it actually is going to happen. Is they finally found a way to get procedural generation. To the point where what they always wanted to be for the launch of No Man's Sky, and so that's going to be a big push in this next update too as well. Now we're going to see better looking ships and more varied ships. We're going to see more, especially with the creature side, because that was a big thing that I was really excited for. And then when we got in there and we kept on seeing majority of the a lot of these creatures looked almost identical, just different colors or had different spikes on them or different designs on them. But I think this time around, and I know they hinted at this a while back too as well. I think it was after when 1.2 or 1.2 dropped, when the Pathfinder update came out. I remember he was saying that they were working on new sounds for creatures and whatever the case may be. So I think they managed to find a way to really get that procedural generation going to the point where you're going to start to see way more variety of biomes. You're going to see way more variety of ships, way more variety of things that they originally had planned from the get-go, but it just it wasn't perfected back then at the time because maybe due to issues with the console not working with it well and whatnot, because we all know how the PC version launched. I don't know, maybe, but I know that when I was looking through those slides, I noticed that was a little common theme. They almost feel like they're there now, they finally got it. They got everything all figured out now. So I'm hoping that's true.
Me too. Otherwise, if I was Hello Games, if I was Sean Murray, I'd step up and say, look, we got backlash over that text last year that you're using on 505 games. Maybe we should rewrite that a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just maybe. Okay? Because we don't want to go through that again, and I'm sure you don't want to either, right? Microsoft? So let's work together on this.
But the fact that 505 Games is actually publishing it, that kind of blew me away too as well. And I was like, wow, how the heck did they manage to convince a decent-sized company like that to publish him? But hey, on the one side, though, that's a good thing, though. That's a good sign. Because I guarantee you those publishers, they saw the game in its true form, well, basically how it runs down. They're like, wow, this is nothing like we saw when the game launched. All right, cool. You know what? We're in. And plus, it's coming to a new platform, man. So those people that never played No Man's Sky on Xbox, they're finally going to be able to experience the full game in its entirety now. With Next included.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. That's going to differ a lot of people. And I think it's genius with them coming out with this game on the Xbox, even though past events may never die, but who cares about that, man? Let's move on from that.
Exactly. Yeah, we need to move on from that. But, it's always going to be a topic, especially with it relaunching. Yep. People are going to be bringing it back up.
Yep.
And it's something that, I think we need to step up, sometimes and maybe send them a little clip with Sean Murray stating that it's not all going to be done.
Yep.
So I know it's keep beating that like a dead horse, but the other side's beating their, idea with the dead horse too, their statement or whatever. But
it was like what happened to me a long time ago when I just real quick before we move on. I made a video a long time ago, and I think you saw this video where I was playing that clip from a GameSpot interview that was posted way before the infamous video that everybody alluded to you lied about everything, right? Yeah. Where he talked about multiplayer, and he said that a full-fledged multiplayer was going to come in at a later date when after the game launched. You know what I mean? But yet every time when I point people to that video, they're like, "Oh, the damage is done now." I'm like, "No," but he said that before before he started talking about being able to land on asteroids and everything too as well. So I said, how can you predict that? You know what I mean? How is he wrong with that when he already said that before that crap ever came in? Right. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, I'm good. Anyways.
Yeah, a lot of people they just kind of quiet down when they see that and they realize this is from 2014. But Peaceful Gamers in the chat, he says, what if base building is just a preliminary as the multiplayer what if the base building is preliminary just like the orbs are? What if we get multiplayer, we can cohabitation in our own suites in a city? Yeah.
Yo, if we're able to freaking I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to see each other now. We can be able to customize our characters to an extent. Yo, if we have the ability to be able to create like a miniature base city that allows multiple people, including like yourself or whoever it is that you want to have in your base and live there.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm super stoked to watch E3 this year for Microsoft for the first time ever, and I just hope it doesn't entice me to go spend money on an Xbox.
Well, speaking of Xbox, I just recently got mine back in January, so I might double dip and buy No Man's Sky on Xbox, so that way I have two communities to play around with.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna own the Xbox copy just because it's more to collect. Even though I don't have an Xbox, I'm still gonna go out and buy one.
Yo, that box art looks amazing, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that up.
Yeah.
That box art looks sick.
Sure does. Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going on with Anthem. Beyond Good and Evil 2 just released a lot of new footage. It looks a little rough, some of the animations and things like that, but it's a work in progress, but it's amazing stuff.
Yeah, still alpha, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's amazing stuff, and they said that there's going to be a lot more in E3, and the way they usually do things is they show a little bit of a teaser, and then at E3 they usually drop like a big old giant developer demo, like we've seen last year. So I think we're going to see that again. We're going to learn a lot more. We saw a couple snippets of the new CGI trailer, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like CGI trailers because it doesn't represent what you play in the game. I don't like wasting my time even watching them. But they got a new one of those ready to go. But again, I think they're more than likely going to do a big old demo of what they got so far for E3. So we got Beyond Good and Evil 2. We got Anthem. I can't wait to see more of. And we also have Starfield, which, tasty. I can't wait. I can't wait to see.
If that Starfield is what you said is going to be from Bethesda, that might be that's going to be a new IP. That's going to move from like not knowing what it is to like overpass hype excitement for myself.
Oh yeah, it'll be a bomb.
Yeah,
it'll be an
amazing
joy bomb. Let's see what else, and then we got Borderlands 3. I can't wait to see more of. And on the Sony side, I can't wait to see more of Days Gone.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of I wouldn't mind seeing more of Days Gone. I was actually sitting on the fence to that game, not because of the fact that it's a Sony exclusive or the fact that it's, Days Gone trying to be like, which a lot of people allude to, it looks like Last of Us. No, it doesn't. The only reason why I was sitting on the fence with it because I'm just kind of like getting tired of zombie apocalypse kind of games now because like they come out so frequently. But given the fact that it's done by Sony Benz and me just coming off of God of War, which blew my expectations out of the water, and I'm not even a fan of God of War. And I was like, yo, if developers on that work for Sony could sit there and make that compelling of a story and that richment of an actual character development, I can't wait to see what Sony Ben's doing with Days Gone.
Oh yeah, I agree. And those hordes, man. Oh, you know how exciting that would cause so much anxiety for me. Yeah. You have to create your own way out. There's no like destined path for you to go. It's not like a driven path. You have to go this way and you have to get away from them. Now this is you have to use your own environment and your own thought to get away from these hordes. And gosh, I can't wait to play that. I've been excited for Days Gone for a while, and I want to see more of that. That's pretty much all I'm excited for this year. What I'm most excited for are things that I don't know about. I wonder, what are they going to show that we've not heard of yet?
Good point.
that's at the top of my list, so I can't wait to see that. But E3, I think Microsoft's going to drop a trailer for No Man's Sky. I don't think they're going to hang on it too long, right? I think it might even be, you know what? It might even be like in a montage of trailers.
Yeah, I was about to say that, like an indie montage. Yeah,
right. So it'll show like a whole bunch of snippets of different trailers, and all of a sudden, you'll notice a little bit of No Man's Sky in there, like for a couple seconds here, seconds there, and then it'll be things that we've never seen before, and we'll be able to sit there and speculate over a frame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's what that's
you know, that's exactly what's going to happen too.
Oh yeah, that's my speculation for it. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I definitely they're going to show it. For some reason, Microsoft is super excited to have this game that Sony got beat up for. Think about it.
Hey, it's like Sony fans will say, it's like, hey, we beta tested the game for you. Enjoy. Even though, no, that's not the case. But
I tell you what, though, there's so many memories in that game for being, there at launch. So many memories that nobody else will ever have. Nope. Like the long trips to the hubs that we had to take using the map, the galactic map on the PC, and then going back to your PS4, dropping a comm station and not comm station, but not a beacon. What am I thinking? What is it? Yeah, it's a beacon.
Yeah. The beacon that shows up on the planet surface when you're up in space. The comm station.
I can't remember.
Doesn't actually show you that there.
Maybe I'm getting dementia. But you would drop it and then get your coordinates, go back to your computer, put it in, go back to your PS4, figure out which way you need to turn, and point your ship. And go.
That. Yeah. What was that thing called? Man, no, I can't even remember what the heck that thing is called now.
I know, stupid. Jesus. I was just talking about it to somebody else.
Somebody will say in the chat.
Yeah. They're like, you dummy. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I just can't wait. So we're probably going to be streaming E3, but I'm going to stream it over on my Twitch because of all the copyrighted music and things like that are possibly going to be in. YouTube will beat the crap out of me.
Yeah, so YouTube.
Yeah. So we'll be streaming it live over Twitch like we did in the past years when No Man's Sky was still in development. And Signal Booster. That's it. Thank you, Multigrain Pasta. What is wrong with me? Signal Booster. And then we got Sergio coming right after him.
You and me both forgot that
and
name.
Nick crossed the fire. Crap. Here we go. Okay, Signal Booster. Man.
Now, somebody in your chat just brought up a good point. He goes, dude, am I the only one that actually misses not having no working portals? Yeah, I kind of did, actually.
I miss it. I mean,
it left a lot of mystery behind it because we never knew what was going to come out of it. We didn't know if we're going to be going somewhere special or if that was the answer to the universe question that everybody wanted. Nobody knows. But then all of a sudden now we got it. It's just like, so we can go to other people's planets now. That's freaking genius.
Yes. So many things are missing from that time now because the mystery, like you said, like wondering how do we get them to work, and then the other side of that is if I wanted to go to your planet, Fatal, I had to go the hard way. The hard way. People were doing it back then. People were doing it, and they have those memories of traveling through this massive galactic map the hard way that many people will never know. They just won't,
or would have never even attempted, for that matter.
Right.
Like I remember when before that update came out, and I remember I was like, you know what? I was on a live stream on Twitch a long time ago, and I was like, I want to get to the hub. I want to see what this place is. It took me forever to get there, but when I finally did, it was worth it in the long run for me. It was so freaking cool, man. Yeah. It was so cool, and 100%. That's the thing too as well. Like the memories, right, that people are gonna have from like vanilla to now is like night and day. Like I remember the first time when I found out that this whole entire thing that we were part of is nothing more than a simulator. I was speechless. I couldn't believe it because I thought here we are as this person that wakes up from our ship that crash landed on a random planet, and I thought maybe like, okay, you know what? Let's just go out there and do what we got to do. And then I started noticing, piecing things together from the lore, because the lore in this game, I don't know what it is, but I was obsessed with this lore. Like from all three races, right? And then out of nowhere, just you doing your own thing, you go into the anomaly, and then Nada just sits there and tells us, like, oh, yeah, by the way, you're part of a simulation. What? Blew my damn mind, man.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the lore is amazing, man.
I want to see more of that, too.
I think we're going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm going to, I know some people wanted to get on the call. But yeah, I mean, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully,
I'll be here.
There'll be some.
Well, in your chat, anyways.
What's that?
So I'll definitely be in your chat tomorrow.
Awesome, very awesome, dude. We'll have a little bit longer show tomorrow, and we'll be taking more callers. I wasn't going to take a call, but I wanted to hear Fatal's theory about some of the games chosen or hints to what we get in the update, which I back up that theory. I do. It's a possibility. I mean, otherwise, why have us do this?
Yep. I'll know if my theory is leading in the right direction if that terraformed game actually is one of the top 5.
Yeah. Well, we're voting right now, so we got a new Cobra. We got Witty War. What's going on, buddy? Hashtag that Cobra in the chat. Thank you, Witty.
Excellent.
But yeah, man, I just we're going to be altering the outcome of who wins. So I think right now these top 10s, if we're going to speculate on what's in next based on the description of some of these games, now's the time. I think because when we get the top 5 and then the winners, that's because we voted.
Yeah.
But right now these are their submissions. These are their choices. So if we're going to look into it, now's the time to look into it. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you so much for coming out to the show. Fatal. Thank you so much for coming on. Hey, we need to set up a time because I don't go on other people's shows enough, and I would love to come on your show and just chat. Maybe it's your first video. Maybe you didn't want to start right away, but maybe you could just upload a video that we could do with the next day or two.
Yeah, if you want, actually, I could do a one-on-one with you, so that way kind of give you like a proper introduction to my channel.
Yeah, dude. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can set that up.
That'd be awesome.
Yep.
All right. If anybody else wants me to come on the show, sit down, as a tiny little guest, and if you got a subcast or whatever, just hit me up. I've been doing mine every day. I got my stats from Restream. 36 hours in April.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
36
That's awesome,
freaking hours.
That is awesome.
Now that's not playing a game. That's just talking. Like a podcast, a talk show, talking for 36 hours. That's insane, dude.
Oh, Cobra, real quick, just super fast, because I've seen a lot of people asking this in the chat, and I'm also curious because I saw your picture yesterday for it.
Yeah.
This webcom that you're doing for No Man's Sky. Yeah. Can you elaborate on that just like super, super quick?
Okay, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and cut off here. June 16th, we're going to be doing it's like a No Man's Sky con. We're going to have cosplay contest. We're going to have fan trailer contest, music contest, fan art contest, and I'm also kicking around the idea of like maybe doing like some awards for No Man's Sky streamers. And,
okay.
Yeah, I want to do something like that, and I'm putting together a panel. So far, we've got Peaceful Gamer. He's going to be there. Who else? And Legacy Zero is going to be part of the panel, and you are more than welcome to be part of the panel that day too.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So it's going to be an all-day event, and maybe I might break it up to where it's like 5 or 6 hours during the daytime, and then towards the evening another 5 or 6 hours, so that way people on all sides of the world can participate. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, but I know for a fact right now it's going to be all day, all the way until night. Just like our birthday stream, where we had it was like almost like a 7-hour stream, and we had all these events, all these interviews. We did a giveaway for a No Man's Sky ship. This time the prizes that we're giving away are going to be Atlas passes, and these are official Atlas passes from Allison Smith and Hello Games. They're not fake. They're not printed off by me. They're printed off by Allison Smith and Hello Games. So we're going to be getting those in the mail for the next day or two. And those so far are the prizes. Now, I'm hoping to get some more stuff to give away. But right now, that's the only thing that I can't confirm. But it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be all day. Were you part of the birthday stream last year?
Sadly, no, I was not.
Oh, man, it's on there. It's on YouTube.
Check it out. I'm definitely go back and rewatch that.
so long. I mean, it's almost 7 hours restreamed. I think I started in the morning, and or maybe I don't know when it was, but it was nightfall by the time we were done. I was so tired. We made a birthday cake. We all sang happy birthday to Hello Games, and somebody in the industry actually contacted me and said, I just want to let you know, and it's verified who this person is. Right? It's not some random. I know who this person is. And he goes, Hello Games watched you guys sing happy birthday in the studio. I'm like,
yo,
yes,
what?
That's a success. Thank you.
That's awesome. That is. See, yo, I'm telling you, Cobra, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Telling you,
it's one of my fondest memories on YouTube, man. That birthday stream, I made a cake and I blew the cake out and I ate the cake on camera. Who does that for a video game?
I bet you, like, yo, I bet you that cake tasted good, bro.
Oh God. Oh, I remember sitting there eating that cake and thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Yo, point is, man, it just shows that when you stick with the game long enough, man, and you have that passion and that burning desire to keep with it, it pays off in the long run, man. And I'm glad that you have the support that's there for it, man. I'm glad to be along with it too as well, sir. So thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate
Anytime.
that. Got Jason the King is in the chat, man. He was one of my first subscribers back in the heyday.
Damn.
Good seeing him. Wow. Thank you so much for stopping by, bud. All right. We're going to go ahead and shut it down. Fatal, thank you so much for coming on the show, bud.
Anytime. And I don't think this event is in-game because TJ is asking if this con thing is in the game.
Oh, we will be doing a portion of it in the game. Somebody has made an actual stage. So, I'm going to get a green screen.
In the Euclid Galaxy?
Yeah, Euclid. Yeah.
Good, then I have to start over again.
No, don't start over. No,
I'll just go on creative mode.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Just make it easier that way.
Yeah. But more details will follow as we start getting more information. But I did make a blog post of what we have so far. So I guess I'm nervous, but we're going to go through with it just like we did last year.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Fatal. We're going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you guys for coming out to the show. Check Fatal out on Twitch and on YouTube. Do they have a way to get to your Twitch through your YouTube channel?
No, I'm actually going to eventually. I'm going to link it up there today. Thanks for reminding me of that. I always forget to do that.
All right, for sure. There's Fatal in the chat, guys. Click his name. If you enjoy hearing, guy's great. Guy's great. So go by, show him some Cobra love. And I'm going to be on a show. So I'm super excited for that. All right. Love you guys. Have a good one. Until next time.
Peace.
Wrong button.